starts now.
Donald Trump's ticket announced on Twitter, how his rivals are taking the news.
Deputy Craig Stephen Wisenhand was killed in a single vehicle crash while responding to a domestic disturbance in Arlington at approximately 10:30.
Nearly a year after his death, an entire town pays tribute to a Tazewell County deputy. Now Tremont continues to pull together for the Wisenhand family. We're learning more about the man behind the deadly truck attack in Nice, France. As Jonathan Vigliotti reports, 84 people were killed, including at least 2 Americans. More than 200 others have been injured.
Police towed away the truck that brought terror to the streets of Nice.
I seen one guy actually running, sobbing, crying. We've seen people holding babies, screaming.
The truck plowed through hundreds of pedestrians who had gathered to watch the Bastille Day fireworks on the city's main promenade. Police killed the driver after he started shooting at them.
He was trying to shoot the police to defend himself. And the police started shooting, and at that time, they pushed me away.
CBS News has confirmed the man behind the wheel was Mohamed Louij Boulel, a 31-year-old French citizen born in Tunisia. He was not on any terror watch list and only had small run-ins with police, including a road rage conviction. Neighbors say the father of 3 was not a religious man and that he was getting divorced and was recently fired from his job. French President Francois Hollande said dozens of people are in critical condition. Among the victims, an American father and son, 51-year-old Sean Copeland and 11-year-old Brody from the Austin, Texas area. The mile-long section of the promenade where the attack happened is closed and will likely remain shut down into Saturday. President Obama spoke about the deadly attack from the White House.
It's not just the United States of America, but the entire world that stands in solidarity with the people of France during this difficult time.
There will be vigils and rallies held throughout the weekend as France marks 3 days of national mourning beginning tomorrow. Jonathan Vigliotti, CBS News, Nice, France.
3 students at the University of California, Berkeley were injured in the attack. A 4th student, 20-year-old Nick Leslie, is missing. President Obama is one of many heads of state condemning Thursday's attack in France. He offered his condolences to the families and loved ones of those killed. In a statement on Twitter, Mr. Obama said, "I have directed my team to be in touch with French officials, and we have offered assistance that they may need to investigate the attack and bring those responsible to justice." WMBD is your local election headquarters. And presumptive Republican nominee Donald Trump has made plans to postpone naming his pick for vice president in light of the tragedy in France. But today, he took to Twitter to make the announcement. Indiana Governor Mike Pence will campaign side by side with the billionaire businessman. Delegates for next week's Republican convention described Pence as a stabilizing choice for an unpredictable candidate. Hillary Clinton's campaign manager called Pence's social and economic conservative background, quote, extreme. Pence had been running for re-election as Indiana governor, but he has now withdrawn his candidacy. Governor Rauner is speaking about the attack in Nice. In a post on Facebook, he said, quote, "Diana and I stand in solidarity with the victims and their families in Nice, France. Our thoughts and prayers are with all those affected by this horrific attack." A group within Turkey's military has engaged in what appears to be an attempted coup. Military jets were seen flying over the capital, and vehicles are blocking 2 major bridges in Istanbul. The reports come as Istanbul's Bosphorus Bridge and Fatih Sultan Mehmet Bridge were lit up in the colors of the French flag in solidarity with France after last night's terror attack in Nice. 28 pages of a congressional report about terrorist ties to the 9/11 attacks, which were once confidential, are now public. The report includes alleged ties between 9/11 hijackers and the Saudi Arabian government. That portion of the report has been classified since 2002. In April, President Obama promised to make it public after being pressured by 9/11 victim families. We're continuing our coverage on a deadly police shooting in Louisiana. Hundreds gathered for a funeral service today to remember Alton Sterling. Mourners filed past a gray casket flanked by 2 portraits of Sterling. Speaking before mourners, civil rights icon Reverend Jesse Jackson delivered a message of unity. More protests are planned through the weekend outside the store where Sterling was killed. Back at home, Route 9 through Tremont has a new name, Deputy Craig Wisenhand Memorial Highway. He's the Tazewell County deputy who died in a car crash while responding to an emergency in August. Hundreds showed up for today's dedication. There were some special guests, too. The group Concerns of Police Survivors, or COPS, made a stop in Tremont as they biked across the state, honoring fallen law enforcement officers. With the new road sign, Wisenand's widow hopes there's one thing everyone remembers about her lost loved one.
That they just remember Craig as a cool person. He was a wonderful father, an awesome husband, and I think the boys would agree.
We'd like to.
The bikers started yesterday and have 2 more days of riding, making several stops along the way. They are hoping to raise money for families like the Wisenands. Illinois American Water will once again try to put its Pekin booster station online. Now, that station is supposed to increase water pressure to customers in the area and add technology making operations more efficient. It'll be turned on Monday. Those living east of the booster station, which is located across from Pekin High School, are asked to conserve water starting Sunday. This is the second attempt to turn this station on. The last time, the company found weak spots in the infrastructure, which caused the water main to break. Well, those weak spots have since been fixed and tested. Illinois American Water says it's confident the booster is ready, but it's still preparing for the unexpected. Thousands of basketball fans are in the Twin Cities this weekend for the American Youth Basketball Tour National Tournament. It's expected to have a significant impact on the local economy. WMBD's Lindsay Harrison has details.
The Twin Cities have hosted the AYBT National Tournament for the last 13 years. Organizers say the event continues to grow every year. 140 teams from all over the Midwest are in Bloomington Normal this weekend for the American Youth Basketball Tour National Tournament.
We've grown nicely since last year. We are at 4 facilities, 16 courts going all at the same time.
Boys and girls teams from grade school to high school compete in a 4-day-long tournament that ends in a trophy.
My granddaughter's playing basketball up here. She seems to enjoy it, so I travel wherever she travels.
We see a lot of the same teams back each year. They like coming to Bloomington Normal and to our events here.
The tournament is expected to bring in more than $160,000 to the local economy.
Everything from stopping and getting gas to eating to maybe buying some t-shirts. Even the local teams that aren't staying in hotels, they'll go out to eat as a family and as a team.
The amount of extra income that it brings into our small stores to our larger stores goes way beyond what people probably are thinking.
The Hyatt Place in Normal has been open for less than a year, and officials say they've already seen a big impact from tournaments like the AYBT.
All the tournaments that we bring in helps the community, helps all the hotels, the grocery stores, gas stations. It's just fantastic, and we hope there's going to continue to be an uptick.
The tournament will officially wrap up on Monday. Reporting in Bloomington, Lindsay Harrison, WMBD News.
The tournament is being played at Illinois Wesleyan Shirk Center, Normal Community High School, Normal West High School, and Bloomington Central Catholic High School. An avid Chicago Cubs baseball fan in Morton represents his favorite team with pride. He went all out and hired a professional to carve his 10-inch tree into a Chicago Cubs mascot. In one day, his life-size creation was complete, and his neighbors can't help but notice.
I honestly think it is pretty cool. I mean, it's really neat that he did that, but, you know, I had to go out and get a Cardinal flag, you know, just to represent for St. Louis out here. So, unfortunately, I don't have a tree in my front yard, so the next best thing I could do was go out and get a flag.
Upon further review, that looks like a 10-foot tree. The professional carved that tree into a bear wearing a Cubs jersey by using a chainsaw. Pretty impressive. The project was completed a few months ago. All right, still ahead, playing Pokemon Go gone wrong. The price 2 masters are paying for trying to catch them all at the zoo.
And it's been a beautiful day all across central Illinois. Take a look at this beautiful shot from our Pontiac RV Skycam. Noticeably cooler temperatures today. So what's in store for us tomorrow? Your full forecast is next.
You're watching WMBD News at 5 in high definition with Paul Ciacchini, Evelyn Wilkerson, and Chief Meteorologist Chris Yates with your local Weather Authority forecast. This is WMBD News at 5. Central Illinois proud.
Wow. These are awesome. This is my dream car.
Yeah, I like this. I've been waiting to get in this.
Real people have a lot to say about the award-winning vehicles at the Chevy Summer Sell Down.
Wow.
The design's great.
I love it.
#1 in my book.
That's awesome.
Yeah, right?
Wow.
If you could get 20% cash back on this vehicle, what would you do?
I think I'm going to drive it through that wall and take it.
Find your tag and get cash back for 20% of the MSRP on select 2016 Chevy vehicles in stock. That's over $10,000 cash back on this Chevy Silverado.
See Upstream Weston Chevrolet in Peoria for this great deal.
Avanti's is family. Have a feast delivered. The Avanti's family meal has enough spaghetti, salad, gondola, and garlic bread to feed a family of 4 to 6 for just $19.95. Go to Avanti'sPeoria.com to find your Avanti's.
Just one call.
One call to help put your life back in order.
One call.
One call for family law and criminal defense.
One call is all it takes.
Call the Borsberry Law Office today for a free consultation.
Real people, Steel people. From heroes to homeowners, they choose Steel for power, service, and value. Right now, dependable Steel grass trimmers start at just $129.95. And hardworking, American-built Steel blowers start at just $139.95. To find a Steel dealer near you, visit SteelDealers.com or search STIHL. Real people, Steel people. Join us.
This summer, zero in on a Nissan. Save big with 0% for 72 months on Altima and Rogue, and no payments for 90 days. Plus, get $500 bonus cash or zero in on a low $189 per month lease on Rogue. Hurry, now's the time to zero in on big savings. 0% financing, no payments for 90 days, and $500 bonus cash ends soon.
Are you still waiting to change your bathtub? Bathfitter can give you a new tub in as little as 1 day with their unique tub-over-tub process. Isn't that amazing? Bathfitter will measure and make you a new custom bathtub that they install right over your existing one. Plus, only Bathfitter has seamless walls, which guarantee a watertight fit. And a lifetime warranty. That's what got me. A new bathtub changes your life, and it's never been more affordable.
This month only, 0% APR financing for 24 months.
This portion of WMVD News brought to you by Headington Oaks. Now, your local weather authority, WMVD's chief meteorologist, Chris Yates.
Welcome back. It's been a beautiful day all across central Illinois. Mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies, looking much like this from our Borsberry Law Office's Skycam in East Peoria. Temperatures also noticeably cooler. It's also been drier, making it feel a little better out there. Temperature 76 degrees, but with dew points in the lower 60s. Feels pretty decent. North wind now blowing at 8 miles per hour. Temperatures 70s, especially up north. Lower 70s if you're in Kewanee or Peru. Upper 70s down in Lincoln. Mid 70s in Bloomington Normal and in Pontiac. Most cloud cover, as expected, has been up north. There are a few stray showers that are going to skirt across northern portions of LaSalle County and maybe even clipping northeastern Bureau County, but that's just about it. When it comes to the potential for any showers, it's not looking too great, especially the further south you go. The air is significantly drier, so things looking pretty good through the rest of this evening. We should remain dry. You will also notice some dissipating showers and thunderstorms moving through parts of Kansas, Nebraska, into Missouri and Iowa. We'll see some of the cloud cover from that, but none of the rain. We're going to stay dry as we go through the rest of tonight. Frontal system continues to work its way eastward. High pressure settles over central Illinois for tomorrow. Eventually, that's going to shift east and open up the door, if you will, for the next round of heat and unsettled weather Sunday into Monday. All right, here's future track. Any showers staying north. Skies partly cloudy overnight. Could see some high cirrus and stratus from time to time. If you're heading out to the ballpark, Dozer Park, fireworks after the game. Lauren Rainson throwing out the first pitch. Looking pretty good. Temperatures into the 70s early on, back into the upper 60s by the time the game comes to an end. Down into the 60s for overnight lows tonight, 58 in Lincoln, 62 in Peoria, upper 50s to near 60 on Bloomington. Tomorrow, mix of sun and clouds should be a pretty decent start to the weekend. Temperature-wise, about where we were today, maybe just a few degrees warmer. 82 for Peoria, upper 70s in LaSalle County, Kewanee 81, 80 degrees in Lincoln, 82 in Lincoln. Now we got to talk about the bad stuff coming in. That's going to be working, at least bringing more showers and thunderstorms back into central Illinois Sunday and again on Monday, followed by some very uncomfortable heat that is going to be developing across much of the region towards the end of next week. So here's a look at that forecast. Lower 80s tomorrow, upper 80s on Sunday with a chance for some showers and thunderstorms. Storms remain somewhat scattered on Monday. As for the overall risk of any strong to severe storms, still appears low, but that could change in the near future. And then the heat is on. Temperatures climbing through the end of next week. Highs bound for the mid-90s. It looks to be the hottest weather we've seen so far this year. Heat index values, by the way, especially Thursday and Friday, could be pushing, if not exceeding, 100 degrees.
It's awful.
It's awful. If you got a pool, it's great news for you. If
Yeah.
you don't, we're
or
out
just
of luck.
turn the hose on and hang it up and just sit under it.
There you go.
All right. With so many light bulbs to choose from, picking one can be pretty difficult. Still to come, a few bright ideas to make shopping a little easier.
Feels like fun, little something sweet. With people I love, it's the place to meet. It feels like home.
Sweeten your day with a cool and creamy shake. McFlurry made with Twix or dipped cone at McDonald's.
Wow. These are awesome. This is my dream car.
Yeah, I like this. Been waiting to get in this.
Real people have a lot to say about the award-winning vehicles at the Chevy Summer Sell Down.
Wow. The design's great.
I love it.
#1 in my book.
That's awesome.
Yeah, right.
Wow.
If you could get 20% cash back on this vehicle, what would you do?
I think I'm going to drive it through that wall and take it.
Find your tag and get cash back for 20% of the MSRP on select 2016 Chevy vehicles in stock. That's over $10,000 cash back on this Chevy Silverado. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
All right, come on, everybody. It's time to go.
Getting more for your money is simpler than you might think. When you shop at Kroger, you get low prices throughout the store, weekly specials, great value from our quality brands, digital coupons, and even fuel points to help you save at the pump. No spin, just savings.
Grill up USDA Choice T-bone steak for $6.99 a pound in the value pack. And red, green, or black grapes are 99 cents a pound. Now at Kroger.
Hi everybody, this is Dave Snell for Woodfront Kitchens, part of the Prairie Home Alliance. Take a look at your kitchen right now. Did it look something like this? Okay, but hey, we can do something better. Well, take a look at this. This is an example of Woodfront Kitchens and what they can do. They've done it throughout Central Illinois. They can do it for you. Give us a call. Make your dreams come true. It starts with one call to Woodfront Kitchens.
It's easy to buy a pre-owned car and just forget about where it came from, but the more you know about your used car, the better. Like when you thought you were buying this, only to find out you bought this. Or you may think this was the previous owner, when this was the previous owner. When buying a used car, history does matter. So the next time you're in the market for a used car, stop by Brad Barker Honda, and we'll give you the complete history on the vehicle you're buying. At Brad Barker Honda, you're more than a customer, you're family.
Unity Point Clinic Health Feed on CIProud.com. Get the latest in medical information straight from the experts, helping Central Illinois live long and feel better. Unity Point Clinic Health Feed on CIProud.com. The point of unity is you.
Frontier gives you a 2-year price guarantee on internet. And now for a limited time, you'll also get a $200 Amazon.com gift card when you switch to Frontier. It's just another reason to love the provider that also gives you a free Wi-Fi modem. The choice is easy. Get Frontier high-speed internet now for $19.99 per month with qualifying phone service and 2-year agreement. Plus, get a $200 Amazon.com gift card. What are you waiting for? This offer won't last. Call 1-888-FRONTIER.
Feels like fun, little something sweet. With people I love, it's the place to meet. It feels like home.
Sweeten your day with a cool and creamy shake. McFlurry made with Twix or dipped cone at McDonald's.
You're watching WMBD News at 5.
A woman is dead after being dragged by a dump truck in Massachusetts. Now, the truck driver was paving a private driveway when he hit the woman as she walked down the street. A neighbor says the driver probably couldn't see her. The woman has not been identified, but neighbors describe her as a loving grandmother. The truck driver was taken to the hospital to be treated for stress. Police are taking a look at the truck to see if there were any mechanical issues. Playing Pokemon Go goes terribly wrong for two people who police say jumped the fence of a zoo to catch them in Ohio. It happened this morning before the zoo opened. Now, that zoo is a Pokestop that welcomes visitors, but criminal trespassing could mean 30 to 180 days of jail time, and it ranges from a 4th to 1st degree misdemeanor. Pokemon players are facing charges, and they'll face a judge tomorrow morning. Well, picking out a light bulb isn't as easy as flipping the switch. As Lisa Balick reports, there are new types of bulbs with new technology to match.
CFL, LED, halogen, whatever happened to just light bulbs?
We answer so many questions about bulbs every time somebody comes in because they're so confused.
Globe lighting expert Tabitha Hilton tells me one big change is this. Watts are out, lumens are in.
You want to look at the lumens. So this says 43 watts, but this is 750 lumens. So this is a 60-watt equivalent.
There are three main types of bulbs now. Halogen, which still has that filament inside, compact fluorescents, or CFLs, and LEDs, light-emitting diodes, with a tiny computer chip producing the light.
The higher the color temperature, the whiter the light.
CFLs and LED bulbs cost several dollars more than a traditional bulb, but they're energy efficient and last a lot longer. Here's something else to watch out for. The dimmer switches. What you have on the wall at home may not be compatible with the new bulbs. You'll have to pull it apart and check. CFL bulbs are not dimmable. LEDs are. It's just another thing to consider.
Cost of the bulb, cost of the replacement of the bulbs, and the energy that you're saving throughout the year.
Here's a tip. There are lighting facts now on every bulb box, which makes answering all these questions a lot easier. Lisa Balick for CBS News, Portland, Oregon.
Well, if that's not enough, here's something else to think about. CFL contain mercury and need to be recycled. The company stopped making incandescent bulbs in 2014. Getting up close and personal with lions, leopards, and elephants is one of the many attractions of South Africa. We'll tell you why traveling to the hotspot is more affordable than ever.
Here's the CBS Evening News tonight. A military coup is underway in Turkey. We'll have reports from Istanbul on what's happening there now. Plus, inside the Nice attack, we are learning about the man behind it. There are 5 American victims, and we'll be hearing from the witnesses and families of those who were struck down. Also tonight, Donald Trump makes his running mate official. Those stories ahead on the CBS Evening News.
Fun, unique, and all for a great cause. The Home Sweet Home Ministries Mission Mart is the place to go to find that perfect something while helping out your community. There are specials every week for college students, teachers, and more. Plus, a silent auction where you can bid on special collectibles, antiques, and more. Keep your donation local at the Home Sweet Home Mission Mart.
Shop smart at Mission Mart. Don't just stand there. Shop.
In this town, there's only one pizza joint that has your best interests in mind. They make every single pie from scratch, with the freshest ingredients, 100% real mozzarella. Oh, and if your engine's running a quart low, well, they can take care of that too. Casey's, famous for pizza. Right now, get a large 2-topping pizza for only $12.
If a nursing home injures your mom or dad, call Parker & Parker.
4x for those who take the summer by storm. Catching every golden ray. For inspired style, matched only by what it stands for. Jeep Cherokee. It's how we live 4x for summer. During 1 week to deal, get $4,000 combined cash allowance plus $500 bonus cash when you finance 2016 Cherokee models.
Unclaimed freight notice this weekend at American Freight. Over 1,000 truckloads of living room furniture. 7-piece living room groups that include a sofa, love seat, coffee table, 2 end tables, and 2 designer lamps. You get all 7 pieces from only $398 complete. Free layaway, same-day delivery. Come to the Looney Docks this weekend only at American Freight, 1503 Washington Road in Washington. Phone 444-4111.
First Payday Loans has the tools you need with loans up to $2,500. Stop by today and get up to $50 off one loan payment. Take North Sherwood Avenue to access our parking lot or call us at 309-282-1100. Borrowers often use payday loans over a period of months, which can be expensive.
Live the good life here at Goods Furniture in Kewanee, Illinois.
Goods Furniture has a wide selection of furniture for every room in your home at prices to fit every budget. We look forward to seeing you at Goods Furniture in Kewanee, Illinois.
Here's what you can see tonight on WMBD, Central Illinois Proud. You're watching WMBD News at 5.
The CDC says the mosquito-borne illness Zika can be transmitted through sex. Health officials say a woman in her 20s returned to New York City from a Zika-affected area. Her male partner had not traveled outside the U.S. this year. After having sex, she began developing symptoms found in those infected with Zika. They both tested positive.
Our current recommendation is for men who have pregnant partners to use barrier methods or abstain if there's a risk of Zika transmission. And we're now going to be extending that to include couples where the sexual partner is female.
The biggest concern is for pregnant women because the virus can lead to severe birth defects. There's not yet been a confirmed case of Zika infection by mosquito in the U.S. If you're looking for places to travel to this summer, you may want to consider South Africa. Turmoil overseas has made the dollar stronger in Europe, including South Africa. Now that means it's an incredibly cheap time for Americans to travel there. Now the dollar's worth 3 times what it was 5 years ago, making it a top travel destination for Americans. While poverty and high security are common in South Africa, tourism experts say avoiding the unsafe areas can make your trip worthwhile. All right, don't go anywhere. Chris, is a final look at the forecast after the break.
It's Mattress Firm's Sleep Happy Summer Sale. Get cool savings of up to $300 store-wide. Like your choice, Sealy Firm or Hampton & Rhodes Pillow Top Queen Sets for just $299.99 and 0% APR for 4 years. Only at Mattress Firm.
Ram trucks are built to work, to play, tow, and haul. They're built to get the job done and go the distance. Ram trucks are built to be America's longest-lasting pickups.
Get $8,250 in total values on select 2016 Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab models in dealer stock. And current truck owners may be eligible for these additional offers.
New at Steak 'n Shake, 24 meals under $4 with handcrafted steak burgers, all beef footlongs, and fresh guacamole made from scratch. Get 24 meals for under $4. New at Steak 'n Shake.
We've moved the Isle Casino Hotel Bettendorf to create a brand new experience featuring 35,000 feet of gaming.
Take good care of her.
975 slots and a $60 million transformation. And it's all happening just 223 feet from the old riverboat. It's a little distance with a big difference. Take a little trip to see how far we've come. Now open.
Come on, Donald.
Workers' compensation claims do not always involve an accident on the job site. It could be a repetitive trauma injury, such as carpal or cubital tunnel. Call or stop by my office in Junction City. Let me put my 30 years of experience to work for you.
From the first building block to the last coat of paint, Menards is here to help with an 11% rebate on everything, even sale prices, so you can finish your latest project and start planning the next big thing. Update your kitchen and save 11% on a new kitchen faucet from Delta. And add the finishing touch with new floor tile from Mohawk and Ranyo. Save big money and get an 11% rebate on everything, even sale prices, now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Being the dad of 5 young children can be exhausting. Thankfully, my all-new Chrysler Pacifica makes my life a little easier. And with stow and go seating, there's plenty of room for all this stuff. You're welcome. How's the vacuuming? Let's go. Let's go. Put it in there. Come on. Kids. Let's go. Daddy's exhausted.
Get 0% financing plus current FCA vehicle owners get $1,500 total bonus cash on the 2017 Chrysler Pacifica.
Hi, I'm
Morgan Fairchild.
You know, after a few years, things can get a little saggy and baggy, like an 8-year-old mattress that contains dead skin, sweat, and dust mites.
Gross.
Check your tag. If it's over 8, it's time to replace at Mattress Firm.
WMBD News Facebook fans are taking social media to the next level. More issues, more comments, more input than anywhere else. Like us and join the conversation right now. You're watching WMBD News at 5.
All right, so tonight and at least tomorrow, pretty good for the weekend, at least kicking things off.
No complaints. Love the cooler weather. It's still warm enough, but 82 degrees for a low temperature. It's going to be another comfortable day. That would be tomorrow. And then as we go through that extended forecast, look at that. Temperatures warming up Sunday and Monday. Storm chances also returning. We'll keep an eye on the potential for some strong to severe storms Sunday and Monday. And then it's all about the heat. Temperatures will be gradually climbing into the mid, possibly nearing the upper 90s towards the end of next week. It'll be very humid. Heat index values will likely be exceeding 100 degrees towards the end of next week. So something to keep an eye on. Some storms early in the forecast, and then the heat becomes the primary concern.
Yeah, and you think those 70s at night might be some relief, but if it's so humid, man, no luck.
Nope.
All right, thanks, Chris. Thanks for watching. WMBD News is available on air, online, and on the go. You can head over to our website, ciproud.com, and get the latest news on our app for your phone or tablet. We will see you at 6.